That camera's on the point. Should be pointing out.
We're missing people. Huh? Or, we need more chairs, more money. We only have 5 chairs.
Well, pretty much.
Sergio is, that's right, yes, who do once.
Huh? Sergio está en línea. Él llegó. ¿Ah?
Termina mañana. No comí el
Le acabo de mandar
No,
foto
no
a
comí.
Monique, el segundo piso es un asco, el lobby está sucio.
solo que es un trapo como.
No importa, pero el lobby
No,
está
pero
sucio.
está un trapo como pasado.
No, es que alguien arrastró algo, dale. Se ve que alguien arrastró algo hasta, pero con intención así.
Bueno, pero ahora puede, como si no son las 7 de la noche, la no permite estar.
Eso pasa.
Cero.
¿Ah?
Hi, everybody. We're going to start in about a minute. Thank you for coming.
Después hace un poquito estar en la.
Sergio no aprobó.
Ellos no aprobaron, ellos no han aprobado ni una cosa.
Yep.
No, Sergio lo mandó por WhatsApp, ¿no?
Okay.
Eso lo vimos. Lo vio Paul. Paul debería postular al board. Ha hecho más cosas que mucha gente.
Se llama.
Sí, está más planeado.
Esto es lo que para los dos meses.
Sí,
Uno para los dos, porque es muy largo. Sí. Okay. Mira, él sí aprobó con los
Okay. Y mándamelo and then I'll process it now. Do we know JP is on?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh. Do we know if Mark Lynn is here since the mics are on?
So how
I
many
see
we
him
have?
I see him in there in the group list.
So we have Mark, we have.
Is JP available?
Yeah, he is. He just responded.
People from KW? Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start. Water, most important part, okay. Figure this out.
Mandé a llamar para que lo arreglara, para que llamaran a conexión. No sé. Sí, pero no sé. Pasa. A lo mejor le pusieron mucha carga de repente.
Okay, I'm recording, we're recording on the Zoom. Whew. Good evening, everybody. It's 7:11 right now, and I want to call to order. At 7:11, we're calling the meeting to order. We have quorum at this time. This board director meeting is now called into order. Please be aware that this meeting is being recorded and will be kept for posterity. By attending and participating, you acknowledge that your image and voice may be captured and preserved. It's now at 7:12. And we're gonna talk about determination of quorum of directors. Can each board member who is attending right now, please state their name? Each board director, please state their names.
Rodrigo Mech.
Thank you, Rodrigo.
Raisa Mick.
Thank you, Raisa.
Cielo Gazette.
Thank you, Cielo.
Julián Gordillo.
Thank you, Julian.
Margarita Gurevich.
Thank you, Margarita. This is Elmo, and I'm here. So right now, the only person that we don't have is Sergio. Am I correct?
Correct.
He will be calling soon. So we currently have 6 members. And Sergio is on his way with 6 board members. I want to make sure that I'm taking my notes. Okay, so let me go ahead. Give me a second. Okay, and behind the scenes is Mr. De La Cruz on behalf of Mr. Canales. Mr. De La Cruz, are you hiding in that Wizard of Oz cave? Mr. De La Cruz?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I just want to make sure with Mr. De La Cruz that we are meeting quorum. Can you let me know, Mr. De La Cruz?
Yes, sir. We are meeting quorum.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Then at 7:14, we're moving on to the next part of our meeting, and that is acknowledging that the notice was posted after 48 hours. Management posted a meeting notice to the bulletin boards and association website more than 48 hours in advance. If I am correct, it was done on Friday night at around 9 p.m. Am I correct, Mr. De La Cruz?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you so much. Make sure, and I'll make sure that on the minutes I put the exact time of when it was done. I know that it was on the 22nd at around 9 p.m. Mr. De La Cruz did confirm that. We now move to vote on the proof of notice. I ask that each board's member say their name and their vote for my records, please.
Rodrigo Mech.
Yes.
Raisa Mick.
Thank you, Raisa. Oh, there is. Yeah. So we're now voting on the notice of quorum? Yes. The fact that the notice was sent.
Okay. Approve.
Approved. Thank you, Cielo.
Approve.
Okay, Julian, thank you so much. Want to make sure I'm writing everybody, and I understand that I have Elmo says yes, And then Sergio is on WhatsApp. Is that where he is? Okay, so we don't have a vote yet from him as he is getting in. So we have 6 votes in favor of the fact that the notice was approved before the 48-hour time.
I haven't said anything yet, but yes, I approve.
Oh, that's right, Rita. I'm sorry. Are you what do you want to say?
Yes, I said.
Yes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so now at 7:16, we move on to the reading or waiving or approval of the previous minutes. We now move to vote on the approval of the minutes for the 11th CPCA board meeting, which took place on October 9th, 2025, and of the minutes of the 12th CPCA board meeting, which took place on October 16th, 2025. I want to add that Sergio did approve the minutes. He just did it via WhatsApp. He's going to share that message through Raisa so that we have it for a record. So now I move for a vote. I ask that each board member say their name and their vote for my records, approving the minutes for the 11th CPCA board meeting and the 12th CPCA board meeting, please.
Rodrigo Mech, approve.
Thank you.
Raisa Mig, approve.
Raisa, approve.
Cielo Gazette, approve.
Thank you, Cielo.
Julian Gordillo, approve.
Thank you, Julian.
CPCA con.
Okay, and then I am Sergio approved. Thank you, Sergio. Temporarily joining in via WhatsApp. I'm missing an Elmo. I approve. Rita, are you approving?
I approve.
You approve. Thank you so much, Rita. So we have all members, all 7 members voting in favor, no one voting against it. Thank you so much. And now we're going to vote to waive the minutes for the 13th CPCA board meeting, which took place on October 23rd. So now I move to a vote, please. I ask each board member to say their name and their vote for my records. Sergio, approve. Thank you.
Rodrigo, approve.
Rodrigo, approve.
Raisa, approve.
Raisa, approve.
Cielo Gazette, approve.
Thank you so much.
Julian Gordillo, approve.
You guys are saying it quicker than I can write it down. Thank you, Julian. Elmo, yes, as well. And Rita?
I approve.
Thank you so much, Rita. All of those in favor, 7 of us in favor. All of those opposed, none. Thank you so much. A reminder, owners interested in reading the minutes from all the meetings can do so by going now to the new KW Connect platform. If you have questions, do not hesitate to contact the management office on how to access that brand new platform that started now in November. It's time now at 7:19 to prepare for the Q&A session. While we already received legal guidance, we are now drafting the instructions on how to proceed with questions to ensure that open meetings are productive, focused, and time efficient. Therefore, we will have a limited amount of time for questions only pertaining to the issues discussed tonight. Looking at the agenda, we will only open up to questions by owners during the Q&A section of our meeting. As always, we ask that the questions address the issues discussed at tonight's meeting. Any additional questions and or comments not related to tonight's meeting, feel free to speak with us after the meeting, or you can email us directly. Some participants will be directed to ask their questions during the Q&A portion of the meeting as well. Okay, we now move on to the next section, which is the welcome message. Dear Commodore Plaza community, October was a pivotal month for our association. In just 31 days, we held 4 open board meetings, bringing our total to 13 meetings since February, a record pace that underscores our commitment to trust, leadership, and community. These open meetings were not routine. They focus on critical issues such as the 50-year recertification, enforcement of long overdue violations, and the ratification of decisions that shape our future. From approving structural engineering proposals to addressing owner compliance under Florida Statute 718, October demonstrated that governance looks like when facts, not opinions, drive progress. Equally important, October marked the formal transition to KW Property Management and Consulting. This decision was ratified in open session after months of evaluation and planning. KW brings a proven track record, advanced technology platforms, and a hospitality-driven service model designed to elevate the resident experience. Their onboarding plan includes bilingual communication, streamlined workflows, and tools for transparency, features that will help us overcome the operational challenges of the past. This month of November, Commodore Plaza Condominium Association enter a true transition phase. KW is on site implementing systems that will improve cleanliness, responsiveness, and financial oversight. We ask for your partnership during this period. Please direct all non-urgent requests to commodore@kwpmc.com. Again, commodore@kwpmc.com, so the management team can respond efficiently. Your patience and cooperation are essential as we align processes and stabilize operations. This is more than a change in management. It is a cultural shift towards accountability, professionalism, and community trust. Together, we are building a stronger foundation for the months ahead, ensuring that Commodore Plaza remains not only compliant, but vibrant and connected. Let's continue to focus on facts, not opinions, and work together to build a future anchored in trust, leadership, and community. Thank you. At 7:22, tonight, we once again welcome committees to find out if we have any committees for reports. Mr. De La Cruz, do we have any committees presenting tonight?
We do not.
No. Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. Don't you have something to say? You have a briefing. If you brief, then briefy. Yeah. Come on. So we actually have a committee presentation. Come on.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
To
the
the
microphone is open.
And I know some people have told me that the microphone perhaps should be further in the back, but I think there's some signal issues, and that's why
Try
it's so
the
close to the.
microphone.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, the microphone is.
Yeah, it's working. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Tell us.
No, it's very brief. Just wanted to let everybody know that the social committee has been working on decorating for the holidays. We have been meeting with Mr. Canales and other members of the staff to get us organized as far as all the help that we need from them to get all the decorations out. Right now, we are planning to decorate on the weekend of December 6th and 7th. All the decorations will be out and up, and we'll reach out to the community soon with Mr. Canales' help to with flyers and things like that to ask people to come in and help us decorate on the 6th. I think we decided on the 6th. That's basically it. There's other stuff that we want to do, but time is of the essence right now. We just want to get the holiday decorating done.
But you guys also had a role for Halloween, right?
I'm sorry?
You also had some participation for Halloween.
We did Halloween. Yeah, we decorated for the fall decorations and Halloween decorations.
You guys on the flyer need to also add that unit owners are not supposed to remove the decoration by
That would
themselves.
be appreciated.
Yes, we know what happened, so we're working on it. No. Some unit owners were removing the decoration by themselves.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, if he did, it's fine.
But
Yes.
it's always good to repeat. because
Yes, it was an
It's gonna
unfortunate,
be
it was an
fine.
unfortunate
Whoever
situation.
remove by any decoration or is destroying anything related to the decorations that you guys do, it's gonna be fine.
All right, that's it for now.
That's
Next
it.
year we'll have more.
Thank you for your help.
Thank
Thank you so much for making this place feel more like a community. It was missed. Remember that committees will be invited to present at future meetings. Mr. Canales has always been communicating with committees. Contact Mr. Canales for additional information if you are part of a committee and you want to present at the next board meeting. Okay? We are now moving to the next part of the agenda at 7:25, and that is violations as stipulated in the agenda. Mr. De La Cruz, do we have any violations that we need to deal with tonight?
No, at this point.
No. Okay. No violations. Okay, thank you so much. We're trying to leave the space in the agenda just in case there is something that can be arranged by the office so that we're not so behind like we were in the past at this time. Okay, thank you so much. Exactly, that's why. Okay, then we now go into the process of ratifications at 7:26 p.m. Pursuant to section 718112, parentheses 2, close parentheses, open parentheses C, close parentheses. For the statutes and in accordance with our governing documents, the board, after careful consideration and in the best interest of the association, moves to ratify prior decisions as outlined in the agenda. Notice of this meeting was properly given, quorum is present, and recorded votes will be entered into the minutes to ensure transparency and accountability. Sometimes decisions must be made quickly due to urgent circumstances. The board may act outside a regular meeting and then ratify those actions at the next open meeting to maintain compliance and openness. The first item for ratification is keep existing shoring and purchase 60 post-shores structures. Mr. De La Cruz, could you give us a summary of what it is that we're ratifying tonight? And again, I understand that we have JP. JP is also more than welcome to join in the conversation. Mr. De La Cruz?
Yeah.
So that he can give details on why it is that we're ratifying this, what happened. JP, will you be able to help us out?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So the ratification is the choice on the selection to purchase the shoring post from Restore, which was through the change order. I don't have that change order number on me, but essentially the option was to purchase the shoring from an outside vendor, which would have included additional inspections from the engineer of record, or the swap out of the shoring from Restore as they're demobilizing from the site.
So I understand that in the conversation before we made a final support of a decision, we were discussing whether we were renting, whether we were purchasing, etc. Is that correct, JP?
That is correct, yes.
But at the end of the day, we ended up doing the keeping the existing shoring and deciding to purchase 60 post-shore structures because there was a cost issue, correct?
Yeah, so the rental agreement left when the shoring that was owned by United Equipment Rentals, they took their shoring back and Restore installed their shoring in place. So essentially you have association-owned shoring installed, and then you have Restore-owned shoring installed as we speak. With Restore demobilizing, there was no more rental option on the table, so the option was either to go to an outside vendor to purchase shoring and then have it installed, or to just purchase the Restore shoring that was already installed as it is. There's still some various post shores that is association owned that will be switched out by Restore. They included that within their price, so there's no additional fees for that.
I'm going a little bit off script. For those who do not know, including myself, what is shoring? Can you tell us?
Yes, it's probably what everybody hates to see going up in the parking garage. There's quite a few spots still within the parking garage that have the metal posts that hold up the concrete that is damaged above. There's also locations within the pool equipment room, and then there are various balconies that still have the shoring posts on them.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. JP.
No
Mr.
problem.
Taylor, JP. So then, therefore, I want to go ahead and move for a vote on essentially what we're ratifying is the purchase of 60 shoring posts from Restore and keeping them in place, and then purchasing additional 60 shore structures. Do I have a vote? Please, again, I need your name and your vote for my records, please.
Rodrigo Mech, approve.
Raisa make approve.
Raisa, thank you.
Well, I say no, because from the beginning I say no, because Julian offer a very good deal with new ones,
Okay.
replacing one by one, and we have to buy this one old as they are and keep it there for forever.
So Cielo says no. Sergio?
Yes, I said What was
Yes,
the
sir.
question? I got deviated from, I just,
So we're right now in the part of ratifying the decision that was
Mhm.
previously decided already as supporting the purchase of 60 post shores and keeping the existing shoring from what used to be restored when they were working here. So yes or no?
yes. And also
Thank you.
another thing I want to point out, why I keep getting mute, through the meetings is frustrating. Every time that I want to speak, it have to go through hoops, long ones to say something like right now answering this question. It's
Okay.
being brought up to me by the past meetings, why this keep happening, and it keep happening. So it's just like frustrating. So whoever is in charge of the Zoom meeting or whatever the situation might be, I don't see why I cannot unmute myself when I want to speak on the meetings.
Okay, that's a note for Mr. De La Cruz, who's hiding in the Wizard of Oz room. Mr. De La Cruz, just make a note of that. So then we continue with the vote. We are missing myself, Rita, and Julian. I'm voting yes on the ratification of this decision. Julian?
No.
Thank you. And Rita?
The answer is no. These things has to happen in open board meetings, not ratifying. Thank you.
So the question is what? Yes or no, please?
The answer is no.
Thank you. Okay, so that means that we have a majority. Let me count the Ys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 yes and 3 against. Thank you so much. By majority, we are ratifying again the decision that was made on keep existing shoring and purchasing 60 post-shore structures for the building. Thank you
Elmo,
so much. Yes.
Can you bring JP again so he can explain clearly the difference by keeping what we have and the additional cost to pay engineering and everybody else, which is not just $500 saving, is going to cost a lot more. That's why the decision was made. It wasn't made for keeping old stuff. It's post shoring and we can reuse them, but it's saving money right now.
Excuse me, at the beginning, they were saying, when they come to install the ones that I proposed, you just remove one and put one exactly in the same spot, so there is no
It
way
has to
move it.
be
But let me
engineer
finish.
involved.
Okay, but let me finish. At the end, this I know, and we have to pay a record engineer just to verify everything is correctly installed. My point of view is not because you remove one and put one exactly in the same spot. You just mark it and you put in there.
And
It's
that's
still we're
why
gonna
you
save
still
money.
need an engineer record to approve
Why?
that.
So to answer the question, yes, it's because the engineer of record does not know the flooring company that you had brought in. So they need to verify that installation meets their requirements because it's the engineer of record's license that is on the line for the safety of the structure. So yes, while I agree the initial cost was lower for the post shores from the company that you brought in, the cost to pay the engineer and the cost for the additional coordination would have been more than the cost that Restore had provided through the change order.
Would you please, JP, can verify how much it will cost the engineer to verify the posts were properly posted?
Let me go ahead and stop this conversation now because we already went through the ratification process of this. If this was a conversation that needed to have, it had needed to happen
Of course, we talk
before
about
the meeting.
numbers.
But Rodrigo started.
Numbers.
You can continue it.
Okay.
But
thank
I
you.
think that conversation did happen over email in the past anyway.
So, but my question, it would be more than $500.
Yes.
Okay, that answer your question, Julian?
No, it's not my answer.
Okay.
Well, the question is, you say would say $500, but if the engineer come and check that will cost more than 500, your savings goes out the door with those savings when the engineer needs to be brought in to check those posts. So what is the saving on your end if the engineer needs to become?
That never was mentioned at the beginning. If they said that at the beginning, we do
But it was
nothing.
mentioned
Well,
in
the
the email
beginning,
thread.
2
At the
plus
end,
2,
at
2
the
plus
end,
2,
yes.
2
Okay,
plus
let's
2
continue.
equals
Let's
4.
continue. Okay, let's continue. You already
At the
approved it.
end,
Don't
at
worry.
the end,
Let's
when it
continue.
was brought
You already
up,
approved it.
is
Don't waste your
Okay.
time. Continue.
Sergio, again, this was ratified, so now we're just simply.
I
going
understand
through
that, but I'm just, you know what, also you need to make sure they, even though they don't get it at the beginning, they need to get it at the end. So 2 plus 2, whatever, when you add it, is going to add 4. So either you know the information at the beginning when it was ratified and you did not get it, or you don't know it, but now you know it. So you feel the same about this.
When you
That's
make
my
a
point.
deal, you start from the beginning, not from the
No,
end.
that's not true.
They had the
Not
information
from
from
the
the beginning.
beginning.
You did
You're
not have
correct.
it from the, I said you did not have it. I didn't say the information was not there. You did not have it from the beginning. So now you knowing this, you feel, even though I'm telling you right now, and the people right next to you is telling you this right now, you choose not to.
Okay, can we continue?
Yes.
Please.
So now we're going to go to the second item that's listed on the agenda for ratification, and that is contracting of Security Force Solutions Group as our new security company. Mr. De La Cruz, is there a way that you can give us some background?
That'll be me, actually.
Oh, Michael, you're there.
Will be.
Okay.
I've been here.
I know, but I wanted to give you some time to get ready for this. So Michael, yeah, go ahead.
Sure. So we sent the board over 3 proposals in regards to security. As we were doing transition, the prior company was sent a cancellation notice 30-day, which was ending that same day, which was the 31st of October. The board was sent 3 proposals, one from Marksman Security, one from South Florida Security Group, and one from the prior company, Field Force Security Services. After a lot of haggling, we were able to bring down South Florida Security Group. And the reason why we put so much emphasis on that one is just because they offered a lot of special services, including unlimited camera installations, optional facial recognition entry systems, which will bring a better energy to the community with all the safe attributes that are going to be included. That was the reason why I at least was pushing for that company. But the board ended up also choosing South Florida Security Group. So that's it.
Thank you. And just to be clear, we had explore Marksman Security, South Florida, SFSG, which is the current company that we have now. And we had also made an approach to Field Force, which was the security company that we had in the
Yes.
past. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so right now, what is being ratified? So the ratification is to go ahead and vote for the selection of Security Force Solutions Group as the new security company. So
Excuse me, before we vote, can we let know the people how much is the difference in price, in numbers, about the companies?
Michael, you have that information in front of you?
I have it.
You have it? Okay, go for it.
We previously pay Field Force almost around $900,000 a year. We're paying Security Force Solutions Group 260.
But we have more people with the first
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, we need to.
We have to put peers to peers. How many people
We
were
have
there before and
technology.
how many people we have now?
We have technology instead of people walking around. Everybody complained
Technology.
that the security was not what we expected to be when we have the previous security company. The company charges around more than $800,000 a year, and we never got a service that
Yes,
paid for.
I understand that. What happened is we have before one on the main entrance, one on each lobby, plus the robbers, right?
Okay,
So we have a full set with the security. Right now, we don't have the full set. We got only robbers. For the robber, we're paying the Cybertruck. I don't think we need a Cybertruck here.
You're not paying for the Cybertruck.
Okay, you're assuming that you're paying for a silver truck, and we have security robbers. We have supervisors that we're not paying for. They're giving us for free until we set up all the robbers' tasks and assignments. We have, instead of 2 robbers, we have, instead of 1 robber per shift, we have 2 robbers per shift plus the supervisor. So far, the past 2 weeks, we have towed around 10 cars that had been in the property for a long time in guest parking with expired tags, with violations, not only from the building, but to the city. And those 10 cars in less than a week were removed, so making more space available for the owners.
And just to be clear, remember that the KW management does give us additional personnel that's not security personnel, it's concierge personnel at the front desks in the two buildings. So that is something that we did not have before. So SFSG is around $266,000 annually.
But
And
that's
how much
that's
was
for the road.
first one with the same amount of people? No, with the same amount of people, because you put the other one with the full year with all the people we used
Okay.
to have.
So
I want to
again,
say peers to
let's
peers.
compare apples to apples, okay?
Exactly.
So in the comparison of apples to apples, and again, I want to make sure that I am insisting on the fact that this is a ratification item. This is not an open to discussion and to,
No, but the
Okay.
people have to know, right?
but
You guys have to know.
may I?
Yes, of course.
So Marksman Security, which was one of the companies that was approached, was around $250,000 annually. SFSG was around $266,000, and Field Force was around $214,000. I am only giving you the cost of service.
114.
Like 40, 50,000 different.
Okay, so now, again, I am moving for a vote in the fact that we are ratifying the contracting of SFSG as the new security company. I ask each board member to say their name and their vote for my records, please.
Rodrigo Mehech, approve.
There's your proof.
Raisa make approve.
I don't approve it, and I'm gonna say why.
It's not time for
The
this right now.
cost first, because it's higher. I was voting in the beginning to have a, security, because we were hiring KLW only with concierge. So since we start saying that we need security as we had before, that's why we look for these security people. So after we look for them, we start choosing which one is gonna be. My point was that we should keep the one we had until we find the right one, and for a better price and for what we really were looking for. But this was such a hurry at the end of the month. Like, it has to be this and that, and boom. I thought it was crazy.
Thank you. Julian, do you have your
I
vote?
thought it was crazy. We made a bad decision.
Yes or no?
No.
Thank
No
you. And Rita?
May I say also why I'm going to be voting no?
You
Because
already have.
No, it's not,
Oh,
of
no.
course. We can't be here
Sergio,
saying why every time we're
we
voting
have
something.
people talking and I need to talk too. Okay, this is the only chance I'm getting to talk.
This is not the only chance. All of
This
you
is the
have the
only
ability
chance
to
I'm
vote
getting
with
to talk.
membership
I'm sorry.
when you want to.
We talk more right now. Okay, I would be already done by now. I'm gonna say no because the vote happened literally within 24, 48 hours, and it happened over the email voting. This is not illegally done by Florida Condo Association. It has to be done in an open board meeting, including the beats and discussion of every single proposal, just like we're doing right now. Done it after the fact, hiring the company who is more at cost than we used to have. I don't know. I'm not even convinced that this company provides better services based on the emails that I'm getting and messages that I'm getting from the unit owners. So my answer is a strong no. And please do not
Okay,
stop me
so
from
since
talking.
everybody gets to talk, I get to talk as well. I had an expired tag. I don't know since when. It may have been when I was in
April
Houston.
25.
May
April 25.
my dear Cielo, I had purchased it. I have a receipt for it, so I was not asking you. But what I mean to say is that I had an Explorer tag. I do not know when the seal fell off the tag, whether it was in Houston or whether it was in here. But I can tell you that after less than a week of having the new security company, they were able to go ahead and put a warning on my car.
2 warnings.
And they did a third one, if you want to add. And I submitted all the paperwork illustrating that I had the receipt for it, and that when I ordered the duplicate, when I got the duplicate, the tag itself was not included in the duplicate. So tomorrow I have an appointment, if you need to know, Cielo, as if you care. I have an appointment with the Department of Motor Vehicles
Oh.
to go ahead and get the new one. But the point here
The
is
point here
here.
is that anybody else here that has expired tag get a, fee for that. You should get one too.
There's no fee. They put you a warning and then they tow you. And the night, yeah, I had 2 warnings and one from Jungle Island. And on that night, they were going to tow me. And when I showed proof, they were able to justify not towing the vehicle.
Rodrigo, now that I have you on the
again-
line, I heard you say something about asking me my tax were expired, correct?
You,
No, Rodrigo, I'm asking Rodrigo. He texted me. I'm traveling at the moment, and he asked me if my tag were expired.
I
in my
didn't know
car.
whose tag was
Oh.
expired.
Okay.
okay, again, at
Then
least,
they didn't specify who was, Cielo is the one that brought it up, but she didn't say.
Oh.
who it was.
okay. So again, the point is that at least for the small amount of time that they've been here, they've been effective. That's all I want to say. Okay, so now we go ahead, and now that we have a majority in favor of FSSG, we move to the next item, 746. And that is new business item. We now move to the new business item. We will now take into consideration a grievance complaint involving a current board member and a formal vote on whether to refer the matter to the grievance committee. The item is listed in the following way in the agenda. Consideration of a board-supported complaint involving a current board member with a formal vote on whether to refer the matter to the grievance committee. Some background. During the 12th CPCA board meeting of October 16, 2025, the board was conducting an open session that included a presentation and Q&A session with KW Property Management. During this segment, board member Cielo Gasset stated in front of owners and KW representatives that, quote, "We never met these people before," unquote, and claimed she had only one opportunity to meet the management group. These remarks were made despite documented evidence of multiple prior interactions with KW dating back to June 2025, including emails, text messages, and meeting invitations. The board reviewed these statements against the engagement timeline, which shows at least 12 documented interactions with KW involving all directors. Because these remarks were deemed factually inaccurate and considered a breach of fiduciary duty under Florida Statute 718, the majority of the board decided to recommend board member Cielo Gasset once again to the grievance committee for further review. After our discussion tonight, the board will take a formal vote on whether to refer the matter to the grievance committee for further review. We now open the discussion, and the presentation will be led by the secretary, which is me, who has record of all interactions involving KW and Ms. Gasset. As secretary, I will introduce each board member to ask if they want to issue a comment, because this is not the only business to be discussed tonight. We will have a time check at the 10-minute mark. At the 10-minute mark, I will ask the board if they decide to continue the discussion or move to a vote. Remember, if the board members don't have any remarks, they can simply say no questions, and I will move on to the next board member. So now that I open to discussion, Julian, do you have any questions about this?
It's not about the question, it's about what is happening. For example, we're trying to talk in front of everyone, but that's why when we had the opportunity, we talk in front of all of you, because inside we have our this kind of communication, nobody knows what's going on. So pretty much is that happened, something that is being internally, and the opportunity that we have to explain what's going on is only on these open board meetings.
So
you understand.
So am I to understand that what
Yeah,
you're
but
saying
you
is
give me
that
10
you had
minutes.
not?
Elmo, you give me 10 minutes.
It's not that I give.
I use him
It's not
my
that I
time.
give you.
No, he didn't give
But
nobody
you give
10
me my time.
minutes.
But you give me my time.
I'm trying to clarify what you're saying.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
Just speak.
Not really.
Let
Yeah.
him just-
So
You know?
so.
you want to clarify?
Okay, no question. Okay, I got no question.
You have no questions. Okay. Rodrigo, you have a question?
No, the only question is more like a comment. This is happening in every decisions we were trying to make, especially even including this board meeting. Only 4 members approved the board meeting, and the other 3 people didn't even respond to the board meeting. So
No, we respond.
it's the same thing. They said they never met KW. They never came to meet KW. They were exploring, and we have emails where you guys never answer. So come on, this is not a fight. It's you have to understand. Did you respond for this meeting?
Yes.
You did not.
No.
No, you did
Listen,
not. Cielo
okay,
didn't respond.
okay,
and
listen,
Margarita
listen, listen.
didn't respond.
What
That's all
happened
I have
is,
to
no, no,
say.
no. You sent an email to approve this agenda. We didn't approve this agenda. I reply, no, we don't approve. We're
Okay,
supposed to
you
talk
didn't-
only about
you didn't
LTM.
respond.
So
You
I
didn't even
respond.
approve.
I
You-
put concord with
So
Margarita.
the goal
I
is
respond.
to address the issue. Margarita, is there something that you need to say?
Yes,
Please.
I would like to, and I would like to not to be interrupted if possible. I know we have excited forum here, but please don't interrupt me. I do want to note that Cielo did mention she never met KW until we had a second closed board meeting, which is true. It doesn't matter, guys, in which circumstances she met them or not. But the fact of the matter is that she never met them. Regardless whether she wanted to meet them or not, she did not lie. She was called in the meeting, in open board meeting, liar.
Mhm.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was. By
Yes,
me.
she was, by you.
Yeah.
And I want to say that it's very, very, my opinion versus your opinion. I feel she never lied because she never met them. She met another company, which is true, but KW she never met before they actually were elected by 4 board members in the closed board meeting. And so I do not want to even have this discussion. That's why I disapprove this agenda. And I don't feel that it's fair to put correction actions against Cielo, because that would be very, very strong selective enforcement. So if we apply it to Cielo, we have to apply it to each board member. Even now, who's mocking another board members in an open forum in front of so many people, okay? And calling people liars or saying that 3 board members, this is just ongoing pattern. We do what we feel is right thing to do. And if we don't reply, that's kind of sense of disagreement, okay? It's not because we're ignoring me, myself, if I don't reply just for this meeting, because agenda should not be additional items that we have. This was supposed to be solely LTM discussion, but we slide it in at the last minute, couple of agenda items, guys. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Raisa, is there something that you need to add?
My only comment is that then people need to be more focused and stop lying.
Okay. Cielo, is there something that you want to say?
Yes. I'm just going to start saying that I never met these people. I said again, never, personally, never. Only the
choice?
night it was presented personally here to talk to everybody. I will repeat it and I will continue say it.
You did not
And
invite
I
it by
know-
choice or
I
by,
know. Will you please let me talk? Thank you.
but it was
I'm
by
gonna say
choice
that
or it was
some-
because you didn't want to meet them?
Okay,
Which-
I'm just gonna keep saying that who elect this management was
You
just an
want to
honor
keep
like
adding
you
stuff?
guys sitting. Okay, it was an honor sitting there that day. She walked through the whole building with the management. She decided it was a good option. So the board decided it was a good option that's where they're here. I was also will decide if it was their option if they give me the opportunity, but they didn't. And the same thing happened that some of them, they have a retaliation and it targeted me. I've been retaliated and targeted. Let me tell you in front of you guys, this is no joke. It's not the first time. It's been multiple times. And I'm gonna say something. I have it in writing so I don't forget. I want to say that this is the truth. What I always say is the truth. I'm not a liar like Mr. Elmo said. Never lie to anybody. I have my heart right here and my voice to talk. And I always will say the truth. Even if he doesn't like to anybody, is gonna say it. And the worst part of this, and they targeted me because of that, because I always said the truth.
That's not.
And if I has to be targeted, they has to mention incidents in the community that it has to be targeted too. Okay? Between board members and owners. That it has to be targeted. That has to go to committees too. They will do it to me in a wrong way, but this other has to be in the right way because this is been happening. Okay? So that's all I have to say. Let them be conscious, karma, and be honest and transparent from now on. I hope.
Okay. So I just want to make sure because everybody just may not know, I am handing, yeah, questions, big answer. I am handing Cielo text
And
messages.
excuse me, I
pertaining
have
to
something
K-12.
more to say, and
Go
it
ahead.
will be clarify more the situation. Why every time I've been pointed and target, why they don't show the videos of the meetings when it's exactly the words that it come out to my mouth? Why they don't place it? Why they put me in this position to defend myself without a proof? When the proof is there, is the video. If you see the video, you will see the truth. Release it.
Well,
That's it.
can I haven't speak? Can I
I
speak?
always has to defend myself with the against world. Why they don't release the video? It's been twice that I've been punished because of this, because of that. Put the video, man. That's the only way you can say the truth.
Can
Okay.
I?
So again, I am the secretary and I'm the keeper of records and I'm the one who initiated this intent to, because we all.
Place the video.
There's no video, there's only an audio.
I
recording.
have it here if you want to hear it.
Sure. So may I? Thank you. So at 7:44 p.m., we started the discussion of questions and answer with KW, and Cielo stated, the only chance I have to met the management group was only one, and I assist to that committee. Before that, I didn't have any idea about it. Jonah walked the building with the team of management. The thing that we never did, we never met these people before. These statements contradicted the documented invitations and follow-ups from June and August and text communications that start in June and end in October. So, for example, on.
I will place the audio. Please listen.
Yeah, play it.
In a complex, lives in a complex where KW is doing a great job. So don't take for granted what we're doing. We're doing the best we can, but we can't move on with no all the time.
Excuse me, I would like to say something on this side, because as we've been told in our team, I thought we are a team. The only thing that we are not included in the whole team. And if I have to say something, and it is that the only chance I have to meet the management group was only one, and I assist to that meeting. Before that, I didn't have any idea about it.
So the meeting that I said.
Correct.
Everybody in June, that you could meet everybody, that was a fantasy? No, you're not gonna lie here. If there was an email sent so that you could meet people, well, yeah. But
The
come
only
on,
thing that I know,
this
the
is,
only
this
that
is
I
how-
know is that
All email.
Jonna walked the building with the team of management, thing that we never did. We never met these people
But
before.
everybody had a chance to
Somebody
communicate with them.
outside from our team did. That is something that he said, okay, so I know we are not that important for them, of course, but for us it's very important because we're trying to follow the law. What is costing?
Let's just honestly that you guys acting all child. Let's just stop this nonsense.
They're not.
Stop it right now. This
Oh.
is nonsense. You guys acting like childs.
Why they have this behind the scenes for the last 3 months? The same thing.
Okay,
Okay, lower the volume. It's okay. I'm going to say something more.
read this email. Read
Let
this
me
email.
say this something.
email.
I will.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say something. Every time you get retaliated, it's a bad, situation in this team
Read this
here.
email. Read it out
I
loud.
will read it.
Okay, I'll
I'm
read it for
talking
you.
right now. No, I'm talking.
Good
so please-
afternoon. It was a pleasure talking
Well,
with you yesterday.
say- Hey, come on, be respectful. I'm talking.
No, you already talked, Cielo. So now we got do an
No,
evidence.
I
Now we
haven't
heard your
finished.
video.
I'm the one
We heard
who's been
you. No,
accused.
we
I'm the
hear your
one who's been
conversation.
accused.
Now you hear
I
the
have the
email.
right to defend myself. I don't have any
You
lawyer
already talked.
to
Let's
defend
talk evidence.
myself.
We're talking
I have the
evidence.
right to do it.
We are talking evidence. We play your
Okay,
video.
guys,
Now
do
hear
whatever
the
you want.
emails. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, you are
Emails.
poor and you do whatever you want.
emails.
You do whatever you want, and I
Read the
really
emails. You were
admire
in
because you don't even
communication. You choose not
consult
to reply.
ask anything.
Ignore.
So
You-
I admire because of that, but I don't envy you because you are in a bad position. You are making a lot of mistake. You are making a lot of things that a group, a team, a board should never do. Never. Like administrate the money of all these people, including mine, in the way you do it, without any explanation. We need to have a Sears this year. We haven't heard about that. I can ask them, do you know what is a Sears? Elmo,
talking
you
to
know
me?
what is a Sears?
She's talking to me.
Yes, Sears. You know what is that? Sears?
I don't know.
The store
No,
that
you
you
don't
buy.
know. Sears is a structural integrity study reserve, and you haven't done it. And October 25, first day, we should be registered in DBPR with the Sears. We haven't done that. We haven't done it. We don't know how much money we have. We don't know how much money we spent. We don't know how much money is going to be for 2026. We don't know nothing.
Michael, I'm being asked
You
to
guys,
tell,
I know because I don't know.
can you tell
This is
Cielo Michael,
ridiculous.
about
Can you,
this?
can you please guys tell people how much we spent for the
Thank you.
kitchen
He's
cabinet?
talking about to be right, to be
How much we
correct.
spent for the kitchen
I'm
cabinet?
the one who's correct,
We just
telling
found
you
out
exactly
about it
what's going
yesterday.
on.
We are guys
Thing
in
that you don't,
cabinets
thing
and we
that you
just found
don't
out
do.
about it
He
yesterday.
has to tell these people what's going on.
So you want to read this
They're
email?
waiting for you to tell them.
You want to read the emails then? Or you don't care?
Care about your
Okay.
emails because
So,
you know why
okay.
you don't care?
Dropping
Because
and
excuse me,
rationalization
España.
is not correct, Elmo. And you are the master to rationalize.
Okay, España, we are
Okay.
not on Q&A questions now.
She has the right
Thank you.
to present. She has
Yeah.
the right to dispute. She has the right to present her case.
But she doesn't have a right,
Interrupted by the other four members.
she doesn't have a right to lie.
And
You
she's
has
not
to tell-
lying. She
Or,
never met them. She
Raisa.
never met them.
But she's
She never
always
met them.
interrupted by you, Elmo, the secretary, and by Sergio.
Because-
She has the right to prove her case.
Yes, and she doesn't have the
See,
right to
España, I'm
lie.
gonna tell you something right now. You have a really good mouth, and you could be on this
Excuse
board.
me,
And you decide,
Sergio,
you
you're
decide
very
not to.
irrespectful.
You decide
don't
not to be
show
on the
the
board.
ethics.
You decide.
Okay,
Listen
okay,
to
okay,
me.
okay.
I'm
Listen,
I'm talking
don't
now.
become a gallinero. Don't become a gallinero.
No, she's a
Let's do
gallinero
something.
here.
Let's continue with
No,
whatever
no,
is
no, no, no,
coming,
no, no,
and
no, no.
that's it.
Listen to me.
But
I
I
haven't
expose
talked. I
myself
haven't.
as I want to. That's it.
I
Let's
haven't
do it
talked.
that way.
I haven't talked about this
Okay,
subject.
guys, I
Let's
want to
do it
ask it,
because we have a time
please,
limit and we have
let's
more stuff
refer
to
to
do.
this. Elmo is going to read the email, so he's
Please,
going to have
Elmo,
the things
do.
now to tell.
And
Okay,
this is a-
Sergio, Margarita, please listen.
This
And
is a
stay
way of
quiet.
communication. It's no video. It's
Sergio, let Elmo
did I
speak, okay?
interrupt you,
Sergio.
Rodrigo? No, you listen to me. We have sent emails constantly, and I'm copying on every single email that Elmo's gonna refer to, except that the video that you talk about with the board record,
Yeah,
the
that's
conversation,
okay.
over and over and over, and you know chose to reply. That's okay, but
And you're a
don't
liar.
go and say to the community that you haven't been
Yeah,
in
sure,
communication.
Prove it. Okay,
Prove it.
August 9th, there was an email sent to all the board members, additional property management company for a consideration logistics to schedule a walkthrough. Good morning, volunteers. Attached and below is another property management company for us to consider. They had been approached in the past by Shira, and they themselves removed themselves from bidding after realizing how Ms. Stern approached running CPCA. They are more than happy to join us and do a walkthrough of the property to then finalize what their proposal will be. Please let me know how you want to proceed. P.S. I am including Mr. Tim O'Keefe and Mr. Alex Martin so they can tell you more about KWPMC aside from the attached overview. And that included an actual executive overview attached of KW so that you guys will go ahead and take advantage of it.
But I still don't have the
Ju-
contract.
June 12th. Good afternoon, volunteers. Since March, this newly elected CPCA board has been looking at options regarding the property management companies. With KW Property Management, we now have another company interested in providing services to us. Please don't miss this opportunity to plan for a walkthrough and meet so we can be better informed of our choices. Thank you. And that happened then on June 12th. In other words, there was communication for all of you to interact with KW. On August 18th, I sent a text. Please check your personal emails for an immediate need for all of you to review and go through 3 different property management companies as we move forward to choose a new property management company. So that is August 19th.
Trying to prove that we are communicating.
I am attaching these proposals in this email since I am attaching these proposals in this email since some of you had issues accessing the Google Drive. I reiterated that 2 of the 3 proposals have been sitting in our inboxes for months, dating back to when the majority of you supported the transition away from ACAM. Most of you have already met with these providers, reviewed their materials, and some even annotated contacts. This is not new, and it's time to act. The deadline will not be extended. You have until the end of this week to contact and follow up with and meet the providers, no exception. If we manage to keep this process alive despite everything we've had to deal with, then you can
We don't hear
start
you.
now and get the answers you need. The transition is happening. So that is happening. Yes?
Please, with your respect, I'm so
Sure. I was reading the email.
that you're taking me a grievance tea, and I thought
Sorry, ma'am.
that seriously
Ma'am.
was Raisa, the person was gonna be bring here because she personally attacked 2 residents. I mean, and you're trying to make us look like Cielo did something wrong because she said,
Exactly. Thank
I
you.
know, I
Thank you.
know. I mean,
Thank
come
you.
on.
Thank
She didn't
you.
say
Thank
that. She
you.
said that she has not met these people.
She
And she
doesn't
did not
know,
met
or she
those
doesn't
people.
know. She certainly didn't do any
But she
wrong,
had
anything
every
wrong.
opportunity. She had
And
every
stop
opportunity.
making her look bad.
I'm not making her look bad.
May I
Okay.
say something? May I say
They-
something,
ma'am,
Elmo? You were reading
until
and
they
reading.
have an,
May I
The
say,
Q&A session.
You cannot interrupt. I'm sorry, but that's a state regulation.
Do you know what is unfair?
Sorry?
Do you know what it is
Yeah,
unfair?
They can stay there,
Unfair.
but they have to wait until it's Q&A.
unfair is when 4 board members making decisions, premeditated decisions, and then they send an email to entire board members
Okay.
just to vote,
Okay.
while our votes don't matter. Our
Okay.
votes
I am
don't
more than
matter.
happy to submit additional
We have a
proof.
lawyer on site that we need-
Elmo, may I ask
Go.
you something? Since you're the one who initiated it,
Yep.
did Cielo met KW or not?
She only met them after the second closed door meeting. And
Okay.
she said in a public board meeting that she had not met them before.
Until,
And she had
until
every
the closed board
opportunity to
meeting.
meet them. She had
It
every
met them-
opportunity to initiate a conversation. If I was
yes
at
or no?
MD Anderson Cancer
That's
Center
not the
getting
question,
radiation
Sergio.
therapy
It
in
is the
Houston,
question. She
and
said
had
she
an
didn't admit it,
opportunity
but she
to
didn't admit
meet
it by
Don't
choice.
yell, don't yell at
She
me.
had
Because
every
you're going in
opportunity to meet them.
circles,
Did you call
lady.
me for
Do
vote?
not- do
Did you
not
call
yell
me
You're
at
for
going in
vote?
circles.
Did you
You're
call
going
me
in
for
circles.
vote?
She have, listen to me.
One
I have to
question.
speak. She have
Did you
every
call me to
opportunity
vote
to
for
meet
this
these people.
company? Did you
You
call
had the
me to vote for
opportunity
this
and you
company?
chose not
I
to.
introduced the company so that all of
You
you could meet.
introduced the company, but you didn't call me for vote. When I went to the second meeting, I just went there to tell you that if you want to approve some employees that they're gonna apply for concierge, for cleaning, for security, but not for both. So it's supposed to be approved and contract these people before I went there. So I never
So
vote
you
for them.
only meet a provider after they've been
Yes,
approved?
that it was approved.
Do you,
confirmed.
do you hear the logic of that, that she only meets a
A lot
provider until they
because
are?
when I went to the meeting,
Guys,
Okay,
come
they're
on.
guys,
ready to talk.
we need to move forward with
She
the
said,
LTM.
you prosecuting person
We need
who's
to
saying she
approve
never met somebody.
what-
And
we
the
need to
letting,
move forward.
and the letting fly, the more
If
violent.
you want to table this for another meeting, we need
No,
to
that's
move
fine.
forward.
Now that the discussion has been exhausted, we move forward to a vote on whether we refer the matter to the grievance committee for further review. Please, we are moving the matter to grievance committee with a
Yes, approve.
$100 fine. I ask that each member say their name and their vote for my records. Do we recommend moving Cielo? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Not until the QR is ready, sir.
Okay,
You-
Sergio voted yes, Raisa voted yes. Julian, what's your vote?
No.
No, thank you, Julian. Rita?
Absolutely not.
She can go to the
It has
grievance
nothing
committee.
to do
Grievance
with
com-
going
yeah.
to the grievance committee. sir.
Grievance committees elected people can be recommended to the grievance committees in the condo docs. Yes, she was elected and she can go to the grievance committee. Nope, that's not in the condo docs. That's not in the condo docs.
Can we,
Yeah, and we can be, each one of us can be recommended to the grievance committee. Rodrigo, what is your vote?
Yes,
Yes,
she can vote. She's gonna
she
vote
can
now.
vote,
Yeah, but my vote is nothing. Remember, they're 4 only.
okay? And she can go to grievance committee. Okay. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
We're
If
not
we
gonna
put
be in the
condo
grievance
docs-
committee.
and the
That
grievance,
is your-
and the grievance committee was appointed by the same board
She's
members.
It's
Just
being
remember.
referred to the grievance committee, which is run for unit owners.
And the grievance committee was appointed by the same 4 board members. Don't forget it.
Majority. Yes.
Majority. Yeah, I said 4.
Yeah. Condo docs. You going by
It's
law.
not in the
You going
grievance
transparency
committee.
law. There you have it.
It's, yes,
Yes,
it does.
and you were parked for 2
Okay,
weeks
Elmo,
on
we
the,
need
on
to
the
move
parking lot
forward.
that does not
Okay.
belong to you. You go by the law, of course.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
So now we go into the next topic,
Say about me, right? It's perfect.
okay? We go to the next topic. Of course, they can apply. All of us can be sent to the grievance committee. Because that resident has to go ahead and put a complaint, and it has to be gone through us, and we can issue it. Yeah, and then. Okay, so you will rather have somebody who lies in front of you. Okay, so let's
been
move to the
harassed.
next topic.
I've been retaliated. I've been belittled by Raisa Mick
Okay,
in emails with all owners.
Okay.
Yes, Raisa.
so now we
And
go
for the
ahead.
same, you maybe perhaps, and and you are not in the committee. Therefore, my vote tonight as an owner and as the right
Uh-huh.
in the section 718,
Uh-huh.
Raisa, Cielo Gazette is not going to the committee.
I'm sorry, you have no vote on this.
You don't vote.
Josh, equally, including Raisa for discrimination.
Did Raisa,
Deleting or posting things against myself
okay,
that are improper. And
Thank
it's
you.
okay.
You know what? Listen, no, I'm gonna add something. You know when you have a vote to this?
And discrimination.
Please, Sergio, I don't want to have any discussions with you.
Okay.
because you're
No, I'm not gonna
So
say you have a
now,
vote on this,
we
but you
move- can we
decide to
mute-
left
can we
everybody
just
that vote for you
go to the
down
next-
because you didn't got the position you want on the
Okay.
board and you quit. So that's the kind of person you are.
So now
You didn't
we
get your
go-
way, and so you decide to quit.
So now we go to the main reason why we're here. It's a discussion and review of the proposed contract with LTM. And I understand that we have JP and we have Michael also in the Zoom. And we also have Mr. Mark Lin, who is the lawyer. This is the first time that I have this type of process. So Mr. Mark Lin, can you tell us in terms of what it is that we need to be discussing tonight?
Good evening.
Mr. Markland, thank you.
We're moving to the LTM contract right now. Yes, it's not in part of the meeting today. You guys can complain and we can bring it up in the next meeting. Right now, we need to move forward with LTM. We're not gonna
So,
discuss one thing. for half hour.
Markland,
What is so important? You know how many times, for example, España has posted things that it's a lie? She claims that I'm a real estate broker, that I'm a real estate, that I have the proof, so don't tell me that you haven't posted.
okay. Mr.
I
Markland,
have the pictures and I sent it to you.
Mr. Markland, please.
Yeah.
Good
Can you
evening.
tell us what it is how we go about this?
Good evening. You can hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me? Yes?
Can we go about this topic, please?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Yes.
Mr. Lin, we can hear you okay. Go ahead and please tell us what's the roadmap that we need for tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the board. Mark Lynn with Greenspan Martyr.
Can you speak louder, please? We can hear you.
I'll try to move closer to my speaker. Is this better?
That is
Okay.
much better. Thank you.
Okay, my name's Mark Lynn. I'm with the law firm of Greenspoon Martyr. I've with JP, I've reviewed the contract for professional services with LTM Engineering.
Hey, guys,
I would
please.
I would say the purpose of this meeting tonight is really for one main reason, and that's to discuss the pricing schedule, which I think JP can take us through. I'm here to contribute when I can. I can tell you as far as the status of the contract, we've been going back and forth with LTM for a couple of weeks. We're close to a final agreement with respect to legal terms. For myself, very briefly, I focused on certain important terms such as the warranties being provided by the engineer, giving the association.
Hey, guys, we got more things important right now to discuss. Excuse me, let's talk about that. We need to hire an engineer of record, guys. Please listen, and then you guys can have some question. Arthur.
Sorry, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please, it's fundamental that you guys wait until the Q&A. If you don't follow the agenda, unfortunately, by Florida statute, the thing is right now, please allow me to, or I will ask security to escort you out. As a board, as a member of the community, you are here to hear their arguments and the recommendation from the legal counsel. But this is not a Q&A yet, ma'am. Ma'am, I understand your concern because I'm controlling the Zoom meeting. I'm working. Sorry?
But he's controlling the Zoom.
Here, I'm trying to maintain the sequence of the agenda. And as according to the Florida statute, please allow me to, please, according to Florida statute, if a topic is not in the agenda, cannot be covered. If you have any discrepancy, you have to request to be added to the agenda for the future. You can, I'm the assistant property manager by KW. Nice to meet you too. Lawrence. The email was sent by Mr. Canales the second week that we started.
Okay.
Should I
Yes,
continue?
yes. Okay.
Just to finish up really quickly, just the main topics were to make sure that the association has recourse in the event.
But please, the lawyer that you guys pay to review a contract is trying to giving you a legal opinion on a contract that's gonna determine the future of the contractor. They're gonna take care of the structure of the association. If you don't listen, you will not make a right decision and why they pick that contractor. But allow me to, please, ma'am, again, I'm understanding your question and frustration, but this is not the time. You have to wait. You have to wait until the end. There is a Q&A if possible, not during the explanation from the attorney or from the operation manager. This time is JP. Please stay quiet. If you want, write your questions until the end. If not, I'm going to ask you to be removed.
Okay.
Because we cannot continue in this circle. We are not getting nowhere, and it's already 8 p.m.
No,
or
it's
past
8:30.
past 8, and this agenda is not that extent.
Okay.
I understand your frustration from the past, but this is a problem of now,
In the
and you
future.
guys have to give the opportunity to listen and then making a professional and,
Okay.
correct decision, please.
So, Mr. Mark.
Hang on, Elmo, hang on. It's 3 a.m. where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Is anything else that I need to vote on?
We
You need to stay on, Sergio, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we need to vote on the next.
We're
step,
not gonna
to
vote because you need to go. We need to listen to the legal department first.
Okay, Mr. Lin.
And
Again,
I was just trying to briefly summarize what I was looking at, but the main purpose of tonight is to go through the pricing structure. So I'm going to let JP start that discussion.
thank you, Mr. JP Gabler.
JP?
Hey, all right. One
Okay,
second.
we have
I'm
JP,
trying
thank
to
you.
convert over to my phone because my battery's going to die on my laptop here shortly. But yeah, essentially what Mark was handling was the legal portion. And then I, along with members of the board, I know we had various requests sent through or preliminary reviews of the contract. I know Margarita had a few comments on it, as well as some members within the association who puts it together, being Javier and Roberto. They also sent in a few comments to those. We've gone back and forth with LTM quite a few times on this to ensure that the proper scope of work that's actually needed is captured within the contract language. We've gone back and forth, and through trial and error, we've come to an agreement where I would say probably about 90% of the language for the scope of work has been agreed to by them, with the exception of sliding glass doors and windows. They've kept that separate out from their proposal. Again, the board has been provided with these updates. Most recently, as of, I believe, 6 something p.m., LTM sent a revised one with some of the legal language that had been sent as recommended by Mark and your attorney. Outside of that, the pricing was reduced somewhat on some of the what I'll call less significant items. They maintained their pricing for the actual bulk of the project, which is the structural repair to the building, mainly the oversight. That is going to be the kind of the big ticket item for your engineering fees. That is going to extend out essentially what they're calling the construction administration services. That starts, I believe, contract language wise, once the bidding is complete and you've selected a contractor. And then that construction administration phase will run through until essentially the permit is closed out. So that is realistically the bulk majority of what this LTM contract is, and that's what should be focused on, with the exception that we did add in roofing, seawall, and various other language for the townhouse repairs. There's a lot of other spots that were missed in the initial LTM report that do need to be added, and that way we don't get caught on the back end from LTM when they say, oh, this was not included in the original scope of work, we need to charge extra. So that was the goal of what our preliminary reviews and agreements included.
So if I were to summarize, the reason why we're meeting tonight is that the discussions that we had with LTM on the original proposal, and now that we have gone into the legal conversations and getting that proposal finalized and the contract done, there has been a deviation in what that cost may be and what kind of services they offer. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, and with the exception of, and Mark, feel free to stop me if I'm wrong on this one. With the exception of one kind of protective bit of language for the association, I think we've pretty much flushed out everything else. They've sent back all the red lines that we kind of agreed to, and then they didn't include, but then they re-included it. So I think we're in a good spot. We've had contact with Todd from LTM, as I mentioned, as recently as of like 6 p.m. today. So they're running this last little bit of protective language with their attorney, and then from there, tonight's intent is my understanding that you'll be voting on signing the contract with the understanding that this last little bit of language would have been included.
In other words, the goal of the meeting tonight is to go ahead and then do a vote in an open board meeting that basically says that we can move forward with the contract, but the contract as it exists tonight is not the final contract. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay, any board members have any questions with either JP or Mark Lynn? pertaining to this?
JP?
Yes, I would like to know exactly how much is phase 1, 2, and 3 for each one. Structural, seawalls, and roof.
The roofs,
I
right?
have a numbers, and
Okay.
I wanted to make sure that we are saving, for what I can see is a lot of money. We are
Yes,
saving
it is a lot of money.
few thousands. So I want to make sure that my numbers are correct. Can you tell me what's your numbers?
Yes. So as of the most recent contract they sent, I'll go through phase 1, which includes sections 1.1, 1.3, and 1.4. For those of you who aren't, you don't have the contract in front of you, essentially that is the original scope of work. That is the engineer of record to oversee the 50-year recertification, with the exception of roofing and seawall. They are providing that for $0. They're stating that that was covered by the previous work that was done. Now, phase 1, section 1.2, which is the roofing, and to clarify, this is going to be for the tower building roof. The Century building roof, we've already completed the repairs to it, and then the townhouse roof building, that contract is with the contractor for Redline review as we speak. So this one is an $8,000 one-time flat fee. And then for phase 1, section 1.5, that is for the seawall, that is a $17,000 one-time flat fee. This was requested to be added on by I believe the board. So phase 2 is bidding and contracting. So this is separate from phase 1, which is essentially your design phase. So moving into phase 2, for the sections 1.1, 1.3, and 1.4, they will be charging a lump sum of $4,000 per month. For section 1.2, which is the roofing, they will be adding $2,000 per month. And then for section 1.5, which is the seawall, an additional $5,000 per month. Moving into phase 3, which, as I mentioned, is the kind of the construction administration, which is the bulk majority of what this project is going to be. The initial scope for 1.1, 1.3, and 1.4 is $27,600 per month, and that is lump sum, meaning if they do 1 inspection a week versus 5 inspections a week, you're paying $27,600 per month. For 1.2, for the roofing, they've stated that they cannot overlap their inspections with on-site inspectors, so they will be adding an additional $3,500 per month. Now, and I'll include the seawall as well. Section 1.5 seawall is $5,500 per month additional. Now, to clarify on that, these timings are only going to run during these projects. So obviously the initial scope section, which is the full restoration project, is going to be drastically longer than the time it takes to do the roof and the seawall. During those times where you're not having the roof done, you're not going to be paying for the roofing services, and the same goes for the seawall.
So JP, before we move forward, I did have a question actually, even in my couple of emails
Mhm.
about the overlapping services and charges. You did cover about one-time fee, right? I just want to make sure I understand it and the audience who is on the call and essentially in the room understand it as well. So one-time fee for the seawall and a one-time fee for the tower roof only. Why are we going to be paying continuously $2,000 for the roof?
So the $8,000 one-time fee and the $17,000 one-time fee, that is for essentially your design documents that are what's going to be used to repair the seawall, for example. I stand by the discussions I've had with LTM where you don't necessarily need a design plan, engineering wise, for the roof, as we've done with the other ones. But then the other ones that we mentioned before that you just brought up, like the $2,000 per month and the $5,000 per month, those are listed under the bidding phase. So during, maybe it takes 2 months to bid the project out. During those 2 months, those two will be added in on top of the $4,000 per month. But again, if everything is not happening consecutively or concurrently, I should say, you're only going to be paying for whatever section you're in and whatever section you're using. So, for example, if you're bidding for $4,000 per month on the tower repair project, both tower, Century and tower, and then the roofing hasn't started yet, you're not going to be paying that $2,000 per month for the roofing. Now, if the bidding for the full restoration project ends and you move into construction administration, you'll be paying the $27,000 or $27,600 a month
Yeah,
for
it's
the
capped.
construction. I'm sorry?
That's going to be capped. The 20.
That is just a lump sum. Yeah, so that is the max. We tried negotiating with them on that one and getting it to kind of a minimum to kind of favor the association. Instead, they brought down the roofing and the seawall prices. They did not bring down. They actually increased the restoration fee, and we had them bring that back down.
So, Mark, I have a question to Mark, Mr. Lin. Do you think this contract, what we have right now, is properly written and with all of the blow and whistles that will protect an association completely? Because I know we had somewhat bad experience previously with some vendors, and including the breaking the contract, including just some stipulations. So are we still working on some of the stipulations, or the contract as you see today is pretty much solid and protective of the association?
Well, I think it's a much better contract than when we started. It does provide some basic protections that I like to see. If you're asking me whether you have a bulletproof, ironclad agreement, that's hard. That's hard for me to say, because and I don't know if I can say that, because in the process of engineering review and construction, infinite things could occur that no one can foresee. The most important things in my mind that are in this contract are the warranties provided by the engineer, the fact that the engineer is carrying some errors and omissions insurance or malpractice insurance in case there's a design defect. And important in my mind is the right for you to terminate this agreement without cause, so that if you find that this engineer is not working out for whatever reason, you have the right to just pay them for the work they've done and then say goodbye without getting stuck in a legal fiasco that goes on for years. So I'm kind of itemizing certain things in my mind that are important. And this does appear to encompass a lot of the important factors that I look for in a contract.
Thank you.
Mark, well, thank you for all the time you spend and trying to protect the association. JP, for all the time you spend all the emails that go back and forth.
Oh,
Excuse me, I'm talking.
okay.
Okay, so I would like to ask the unit owner, Javier, which is a civil engineer, which I sent the contract to him, and he asked me if he can give us his opinion. Javier, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Speak up, please.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk with all of the board and the other owners present in the meeting. And there are two things I want to put in. The first is I would like to begin by thanking the president of the board and all of the team for the successful negotiation, because at the first time we have a huge amount with this engineer company, and they make a very good job reducing the different fee. Okay, that is very important for all of the community. And the other thing, this engineer of record, as a civil engineer, I think the most important part in the contract was established that they have to have a civil engineer, a senior civil engineer, and a structural civil engineer. That does give us a very guarantee that there are senior persons, senior professional in the whole project. Okay, and that's the other thing. I think securing this contract, as I listen the lawyer, that allows us to move forward with the contractor's bid. So this is the goal, to have the best contractor to make the job to the 50 years certification. And if we have like this company like LTM, this guy as an engineer of record, we have, in my opinion, this is my opinion, we have some kind of security that the order of change are minimized than the regular change of order in this kind of projects. That's my comment, Rodrigo.
Thank you, Javier. I know I sent you a bunch of them, and
Mhm.
I think I sent you the last one around 6 o'clock, and you had the chance to review, and you text me
Mhm.
what's going on. So thank you for all your help and your professor. I mean, I know you teach here in the United States, also the same civil engineer, so you 100% understand what we need to go through. Okay,
Cielo, you had something?
Yeah, I have a question for JP. Well, it's JP or us, I don't know. When were we gonna finish to sign this contract?
I mean, you have the freedom to sign it tonight if you want. The only stipulation I had mentioned was that Mark had one bit of pending language with LTM that was going back and forth. I believe they're having their attorney review it. But as I put in my email earlier, if that, and I quoted that bit of language into the email for you to read as well. So if you don't feel the need to include that, and again, I don't want to speak for Mark, but against the kind of attorney's advice, then you're free to sign the contract tonight. My recommendation, though, is that we wait to see a response from LTM on the inclusion of that protective language. So you can
Mike.
vote tonight to move forward with it with the stipulation that that language will be included. If not, you can sign the contract. You know, I'm not the one signing the contract here. This is your guys' vote.
well, we
What
need
I
to
would
It's
find
a
out.
part of
suggest-
the contract, can you tell us what it is so we know what's wrong with it?
You want me to
So-
read the language from the email that I
I
sent?
have it. I have it. Says engineer shall be liable for special, indirect, or consequential damages only to the extent any claims made by client are covered by the liability insurance, parentheses, including professional liability insurance, close parentheses, required to be maintained by engineer under this agreement. Otherwise, in no event shall either party have any liability under this agreement for any special, indirect, or consequential damages of another.
Okay. So it's
So-
protecting us.
So do we just go ahead and move for a vote now?
Yes, because she has.
Okay.
What I would suggest, let me just, if I can just suggest, what you may want to do is agree to the pricing structure and to the and even to the contract as a whole, subject to legal final approval. Because there are a few nits that we're kind of furiously going back and forth on a few items. So that's what I would suggest. You approve the agreement subject to legal final approval.
So this is what I have, and you guys tell me whether this makes sense. I will move for a vote to not execute the contract tonight. Does that make sense? Okay, so again,
Yes.
I ask that each board member
Wait,
say, yeah.
When you said not execute, we can approve the contract pending the words that Mark wants to. Is that okay, Mark, if we can approve and then waiting for the pending items that you want to change?
No, I will say that we don't
No,
execute.
pending for review and do the right thing.
I would
no?
say just simply to approve the contract in its form, subject to legal revision and approval.
Correct.
So.
How long do you think it's gonna take back and forth? Like, is it a week or two? What is your projection? Because we need to move forward with 50-year certification.
Understood. We've been going back and forth very quickly. I'm hoping by tomorrow we can get everything wrapped up, or maybe Wednesday. Unfortunately, we all know it's a short week.
Yeah.
But I'm trying very hard to get this completed this week.
So one more question. Once we sign this contract, how long is going to take to start looking at the bid for contractors?
Yeah, so I'll touch base on that one just because I've gone back and forth with LTM. I believe they stated 4 to 6 weeks to have the design documents done, essentially, which is going to be your specification package. So we're 4 to 6 weeks out from opening this back up to the bidders, and then from there, we can come to an agreement with the bidders that will be resubmitting. If they feel that they can do it with the updates per the new engineer records specs, if they can do that within maybe 2 weeks, I think that would be a fair turnaround time. It might be a little quick, but I think it's more than fair. So
Yeah,
all in all, we can look at about an 8
try
week.
to do this before the end of the year, because we've been working on this since February. It's been 9 months, and like 4 months waiting for to be signing this contract since September 25th. So we should move on and go ahead and do
Okay.
something about it.
With that in mind, this is what I wrote, and you guys, the attorney and JP, tell me whether this makes sense. We move for a vote to approve the contract pending final review from the attorney. A yes vote does not mean that we agree to execute the contract tonight.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so now I ask that each board member say their name and their vote for my records, please.
Rodrigo, absolutely yes.
Okay.
Cielo que said yes.
Thank you, Cielo.
Yes.
Thank you, Julian. Rita?
Margarita, yes.
Thank you, Rita. Elmo says yes.
Me too, yes.
Sergio
Rice
says
is walking out,
yes.
so she'll.
And I don't have Rice's vote. She said yes, but she walked out. Okay, because she had to go and do something. Okay, so we actually have all board members in favor. Again, I'll read the sentence so that we're all clear. You vote yes. Thank you.
Yes.
We move to approve the contract pending final review from the attorney, and a yes vote, in this case by all the board members, does not mean that we agree to execute the contract tonight. Are we good with that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. We go ahead and at 8:44, we're gonna have a brief section for questions, about 10 minutes, and then we'll break. Anybody has any questions pertaining to the topics that we addressed tonight? España, I need you to be brief, please.
Yes. I just have a question for the attorney, Mark Lin and John Gabler. I know that the certification has been very difficult, and we've been facing the Commodore facing a situation with the engineers on record, including John Gabler. You were
Not the engineer
representing-
record, for clarification.
No, you're not the engineer on record. I said including you as a representative of the owners. So I just, I want to know if you were representing the owners, why you never brought up the best solutions for us? And also, I just want to ask you something, and it goes to the attorney. You know that we are in litigation. There is a court pending for the Commodore, including Joe Gabler may testify, a maestre, engineer of record, and construction, Restore Construction Group.
I don't think you should be bringing that up.
It's public record. They can look at it. You guys do not want to release this information to the owners. It's there. It's a public record. And I just wanted to know, John Gabler and to the attorney Lynn. I would like to know, John Gabler, if you're qualified to do an inspection, write a report, rendering opinions, and absolutely certificate letters. In order to do this type of work as an engineer, you need to be designated a structural engineer.
I'm just going to stop you
And
right here because you
special-
keep
and let me just
sharing
finish.
false
He's a
information
point of
and you're
reference.
wasting association
Special
resources.
inspector
You are
license.
spending so
Excuse me,
much of
ma'am.
the
Yeah.
association's
Construction
money
license.
with attorney's
Ma'am,
fees.
please.
I am
You
not
can
the
only
engineer
ask
of record.
to know
I am the
questions.
owner's
as a
rep.
project
You are
manager,
physically
you have
suing
the
me and
proper
wasting
certifications.
association fees.
Excuse me, ma'am,
Promote your work.
ma'am.
It's
You-
a legal question.
ma'am,
We've had this
And I'm
question
asking this
answered so
question.
many times.
I
If
have
you
the
don't
legal right to ask the
comply
question.
with the meeting
Yes, it's
agenda,
pertaining to the question.
you can only
pertaining
ask
to the
one
certification.
question
I have
and you
no
only
additional
have 4
question.
minutes.
It's
No, I want this on record
It's a long
because
question.
I saw the lawsuit and I saw what it lists, and it lists that there is no John J.P. Gabler contract and that I'm a licensed mechanical engineer. Yes, those are, I am a licensed mechanical engineer, and there
Will you
is
let
a
him
signed
respond?
contract.
Will you let him
I
respond,
am
please?
not the engineer of record, so you cannot hold me to the same statute and requirements as your engineer of record. I am your owner's rep. Again, I am not your engineer of record. I will say it one more time just to be clear. I am not your engineer of record, so stop referring to me as your engineer of record. Now you have this lawsuit that you are going to be paying. Now you as the association will be paying lots of money in association or in attorney's fees for these baseless claims. Do I make myself clear with that?
Okay, so now we'll move on
Ma'am,
to the next. We have
To
somebody
answer
in
your
Zoom.
question, please.
Do we have
ask
some?
The other resident to ask his own question.
We have somebody on.
Minutes, one question per resident.
That's it.
You use your quote. Now you have to
Zoom.
let the opportunity to another one. Thank you for cooperating.
Okay, do we have somebody from in Zoom that would like to ask a question on this topic?
We will check right now.
On the topics that were discussed tonight on the agenda? Do we have somebody on Zoom so that we can give them a chance? Again, we're taking 10 minutes for Q&A.
Not at this.
Not at this moment. Okay, then go ahead. Thank you. That
Is that microphone? He's gonna turn it off. Hold on one second.
See?
okay? Try now.
Here, come over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead now, sir.
Yeah,
Hello?
there you go. There you go. It worked. Go for it.
Quick question to the board.
Yes.
At the beginning of the meeting, I think Rodrigo, or maybe you, Elmo, mentioned something about some software package beginning with a K.
That
What is this?
KW.
What is this software package and why should we, explain yourselves, please?
Mr. Canales or Mr. De La Cruz, you want to explain what that means in terms of what KW is bringing in terms of the KW Connect and all that?
What they're bringing, you mentioned a specific package that would be available. The name of it began with a K sound.
It's the KW Connect.
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, that's Monique.
Ah, okay. Monique,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, good evening. What Elmo was referring to is Quick, which is our resident website. So right now it's where you access your payment portal, but you will also be able to put in work orders, view association documents, enter your guests, enter your vehicle information. So we'll have a lot of other functions for you once it is fully
When will
launched.
this be available?
We don't have a final date yet, but it should be available in the coming weeks. You will receive an email with that information.
And what's the name of this, or is this just part of the portal that you've established?
We refer to it as the community website, but the technical name is Quick.
Okay, and Monique, since I have you, again, can you repeat what is the email that people should email to you guys in case there are some concerns or questions pertaining to, everything pertaining to that transition with KW?
Sure, it's Commodore at kwpmc.com. And that email goes to everybody in the management team. That is a distribution email, so you don't need to copy anybody else on the email, like the manager email or the APM email. We all get that email. So you can send anything that you need there.
Thank you, Monique, for being here tonight. So we have one more resident who has a question.
Yeah, my question is to be answered.
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have to leave the microphone in place.
Okay, my question is to be answered only by Rodrigo. We did send a communication.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
About the criminal background for two members of the board. One was Raisa that has a financial misdemeanor
Sorry, ma'am.
records.
Your question has to be related to the topic.
Oh,
It's Q&A.
It's to,
The
yes,
agenda.
because we are bringing today Cielo for a grievance committee. So the question is to be answered by Rodrigo. Why the other two members are not being taken for the grievance committee when we communicate you that Raisa has financial misdemeanor history and Sergio has a criminal background also for possession. So
Ma'am.
That's not true.
It's not related.
This is,
yes,
okay,
it's
so
very much related because if they are bringing Cielo for the grievance committee and they want to remove her,
If you allow
I
me-
think that there are members that have more serious issues to be treated and removed. They actually should be removed. And my question is, why you in your power, knowing these things, do you keep
First of
this
all,
quiet and don't do
Can I
anything?
respond to you?
Yeah.
First of all, like I'm going to respond to you regarding whatever. There's a legal matter that Ms. España just claimed. The person next to her, they have a legal issue going on. They claim that I had a misdemeanor in 2003 that I don't even know what it is. They claim all the things. España posted things about me. Excuse me. So
You flip apartments if you want us.
you're gonna let me talk. You asked your question.
You
Can
want
I-
us to sell for nothing.
Do you want an answer or you don't want an answer? Okay, can you please sit down now? You already asked the question. Let me answer, please. Okay? I have asked España to stop spreading rumors about me, sending pictures of me playing cards and a poker. No, I'm talking about me because then I don't have to believe everything they say. I don't know where they got all the reports. It is a public record and it could be used different people's names. So please, whatever these people are presenting, let us fight with them with what's going on because what they say about me is not correct. She claims that excuse me, it doesn't make a difference because I can't protect somebody that I don't know. I don't even know and I never read what happened because I don't read that. Okay, we have a legal department that's worried about this case, okay? But when it comes to me, I'm here to protect myself because I cannot let this woman talk to me and send emails and post it on Facebook and post it on WhatsApp, the things that I do, which is not truth, okay? Well, this is a matter of the
I'm
board
not-
and
okay,
you're
wait,
protecting
may
Cielo
I?
on something that you don't know what's going on. You don't even know.
May I?
Listen, well,
May
it
I?
doesn't make a difference. The grievance committee can say you're dismissed.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference.
Exactly. It's up to them now.
It's up to them. They may
That's
say,
it.
well, listen, we're not going to listen to your argument. We're going to dismiss.
Okay. Excuse me. If somebody.
I'm talking about mine. I don't care about the other ones. Mine, I don't have records. No, I don't have to. Listen, when
No,
we run the
wait.
record, when you run for a board member, there's a background check, and everybody passed that background
Yep,
check.
that's it. That
Simple.
is correct. Yes.
Do you have a record?
If it's not
Oh,
on.
Oh, she
if
doesn't
you-
have a record? Okay.
Okay. Oh, why did
Okay.
we get into this mess now?
Okay, but do you have a record?
Okay, I'm gonna go
Ladies,
ahead and do
it's
this.
okay.
So
Please.
that's it, guys.
Please,
Yeah.
ladies and
I
gentlemen,
am,
question A is
it's
closed.
over. Bye-bye. I'm going
Finished.
to adjourn this meeting at 8:55.
Last question. Will we have time?
The last question.
Pretty brief.
Please.
And we'll be the last one. 4
That's it.
minutes per resident. We will stick to that, or I will.
Okay, go for it.
1 second.
Hello? Okay. Is
You already
Sergio?
asked your question, ma'am.
Hello? Sergio?
Yes, go ahead.
Is Sergio here?
Sergio, I don't know. Sergio, are you still here?
He's is whatever he is like 4 a.m. So
Okay, I just want to make a comment before I say something.
Yeah.
Sergio just showed me exactly with this comment how he's interested to be on the board. So I'm just inviting him to just quit and break the imbalance that we see in this board. He's just showing it. Is my comment. I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Thank you,
so
sir.
we
Now
are,
let's go for the question.
It's only one question. You make your
No, it's a
comment.
comment.
Yeah, but it's part. It counts as.
Okay,
And the thing is, this is not an
I'm being just, I said I'm
But
gonna
we
do the,
will be here all night.
we are discussing while I.
Okay. Okay,
All right.
go ahead. I
Okay.
will give you the opportunity. Go
Okay.
ahead, sir.
You vote for the, this is an easy one. You vote for the security company at
Yes.
the beginning.
uh-huh.
When are you gonna vote for the cleaning company? I don't know if I miss it, but I just wanna make,
So we have Monique here, right? Can she say anything about that, please?
because I know that you have to add it to agenda. We want to complain before you sign the contract.
But what if that service is already included? Then there's no voting for it. And that's why I'm asking Monique.
the
Excuse
cleaning
me?
is included in the management.
Yes, we don't have to vote for that.
Exactly.
The,
It's-
the maintenance company had to take care of the.
So
cleaning.
AW is taking care of that. So that's why there's no separate voting for it.
Okay.
Okay?
That's correct.
So at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna go ahead and call this to adjourn.
Yes, sir.
Do
Your
I have a
question was-
motion? Arthur?
I just want to say that the email address that they said you can send to and it would be sent to everybody else.
Yep.
It actually works.
Yay!
Used it and it went to where it needed to go.
There
Thank
go.
you.
With
Thank
that,
you.
Tom,
Thank you.
we go ahead and we close it. Do we have a motion to approve the moving? The
Please adjourn.
Yes, thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Just, good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Buenas noches, señora.